Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I thought I'd better come on and get motoring on with the guest design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. First I've got to fix up a bit of a boo-boo. So I had this, it was a cover page for one of my signatures and I wanted to stick a wallpaper pocket to it. So I put glue all around there, I put my wallpaper pocket on, but it seeped onto the other side. So I grabbed my glue rubber and tried to rub it off, and it took off some of the print of the page. Now, of course, I could just stick something over it and not stress about it. I thought, no, I'm going to reprint it and do it again. So that's the only problem with this photo matte paper I get. It's Kmart, so it is a cheaper one, but it's a bit like cardstock, which I love because it's really good to stick pockets to and that because it's that heavier weight. But yes, I don't think I'd have as much trouble if it was a thinner paper with that happening, but that's all right because I can use this piece to collage with or cut bits out of for tags and that, so it's no great loss. So I did print it out again. It's funny though because the colours seem really different and I used the same paper. I printed them both on the same side. Same paper, same process. Maybe I coffee dyed this one a bit darker on the back and it seeped through more. Yeah, it is a bit darker. Maybe that's why. So I've got my new page there. So we will fold this in half first. Hope everyone is fit and healthy and having some fun this weekend. Well, it's the weekend now, but by the time you see this, I'm sure it won't be. Especially with all the boo-boos I've been having to fix up. Now, we do want it just that way. Okay, so that's a page. Now, I've been going through my wallpaper stash. Got a few wallpaper borders and some of them absolutely beautiful for this journal. This one's my favourite ever. I haven't got a lot of it though, so I have been hoarding it, but I thought it'd be lovely to put a piece of it into this journal. It's got little sparrows on there. It's gorgeous. So my idea is to put that, I think I'll put it this way. Onto here, stick it down like that, and I want to have it just a pocket going this way because once we've got all our signatures in, it'll be a bit hard to get anything out of there. So that is the plan. So I think we will try and stick it down again. Now I'm just going to chop just the tiniest bit off of this edge because there is dried up glue on here. I didn't want to waste this piece, so I took it back off pretty quick before the glue dried. So that way. Okay, so let's try this again. The idea is not to let it roll up on itself while it's wet with glue. Now we want to get this down here, pretty well flush. Okay, I think that'll do. Didn't get too much glue, that's good. Clean the ends up a bit. I'll chop that off a bit in a minute. Thing I want to do is add a bit of lace just down here to finish the page off. So I've got this pink lace here I think will look nice. And I'm just going to put that, I might just put it so we see that gold band of dots there. I think that'll be nice. So I will start sticking that down, although I should probably trim this first. So I must get this finished in the next few days. Had plenty of time to get started on it, and I always leave everything till the last minute. I'm terrible like that. It's like I can't get it done unless I've got the stress of time constraints to get it done in, but then I get annoyed that I've got the stress of time constraints. My own worst enemy. So try and get this where I want it. Ooh. This glue works really well, but it doesn't get tacky in a hurry, which can make it a little bit difficult to begin with. Gonna shut okay. Just trim this off now. It's a beautiful pocket that we've got there now. I do have a whole lot of notepad papers here that could be cut down if necessary. That's quite nice. It's a gift card, greeting card I should say. I raided all of my notepads. That would be nice, but it's too wide unless I fold it. So that's a maybe. Oh, that would be nice too. So would that one. So would that one. Could always put it in, fold it like that and put it in. This is an invitation, isn't it beautiful? I've cut that one down so it fits somewhere. Whatever I put in there, I should probably put a tab on as well, so we can pull it out easy and it will give us another overhanging tab. All right, just put them out of my way. See how that goes when I close it. Yeah, the lace is looking good on that. So these are our options. The only thing is with this, it has all the two blah 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 stuff. I could cover that somehow. I don't know if I have to though. Still looks pretty. Probably need cutting down just a tad up the top. I do have another idea. Press bang. It pretty well fits in there perfectly, doesn't it? Maybe we will use that just because it fits so well. is really pretty. You can write on the back as well as the front and cover that. But we do need a tab. So I do have, and this one's nice and dark. And that would go nice next to that as well, I think. So we've got to just decide which way we want to put it. Just cut a bit of like that. So we could do it that way. It probably looks best in the middle there. Or we could do it that way. I think we'll do it that way. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. So I'll whack that on. Looks alright, so we'll let our little tab dry before we stick it in. I could sew it if I feel it needs a bit more strengthening up. So I'll leave that to the side to dry. So it's that page there. So I think I'll make a pocket out of this. I could, if I wanted to, stick something onto this side and do a little slit there and make that my pocket. But I think what I'll do instead is cut this postcard out, stick it on top, leaving it open at the top so I can slip something in. So that's what I want to do with that. So we'll get cutting that out. That's going to just sit on there like that, and we'll be able to slip a tag or something on which will dress that page up. It's next to my accidental stamping I did in my other video. All right, so I think we will ink. Make sure I've got the right blender. Now, we need to dress this up a little bit, I think. So for that, I know we've got stamps with our kit. I could make a fabric stamp. Just having a look what we do have here. We have some words as well. So we've got these big stamps with the kit, but I'm actually thinking of using them to make something else. So I had to switch off and go hunting for my stamp albums because I got some new shelves near me where I've put a lot of my ephemera. And you know what it's like when you put stuff away somewhere sensible, you can't find it. So I hunted out this. I really like the colour on this, and I think it will go on the page nicely. So I'm going to use my Queen's Head stamp because I think that's a really nice size to put there. So I just want to ink around it a little bit. And I think I'll just use my vintage photo for this. And I'll stick that down. Bit too much glue on that side. And then I did find just a few stamps. I've got a cancellation one there, which is little, and some things that sort of look like postmarks. And that looks good. Now, I don't know if I want the cancellation or not because it is rather small. Just see what that looks like. Oh, it works nicely. Oh, that'll do. Now our text. Just figure out which is the right way up with this and see if we want to put some of that on. Oh, I do like it. Actually, I might wipe it down. Just let that dry a bit. Might just try and get like the top 3 lines or something. 4 lines. Although that's going to be a bit messy, but that'll do. I think I'll stick this down for starters. So I'll just do the 3 sides. There's our little pocket. So now we've got to find something to slip in there. I'm thinking one of the beautiful tags. Now, we've got some tags that we're going to make our own, which I must do sometime soon. I'll have to find some pictures to fussy cut, I think. A little bit big, isn't it? Good with the smaller inside tag, maybe. Do we want the red? I think I like the red better than that one. The other thing is to make our own tag to slip in there. And then we've also got the postcards, but I think the postcards will be a bit... It'd fit, but I mean that's a postcard. It seems silly having 2 postcards. on the one page, yeah. So I might cut this down and have a look. I've got another one, so if I don't like what I've done with it, then I can always use the other one for something. And I can always swap tags in and out as I make a few. That would sit in there. Oh, that fits a lot better, I think. Not sure about the colours yet, but I think we'll leave that in there and see what we think. I'll just drag over my big pile of stuffs here. Ooh, hang on. Some of that might be nice. Dragged out half of my lace box, can't you tell? The green. It's going to be too many decisions again, guys. And then I'm wondering if some up the top of there, we'll chop one off and then we can have a look. I thought it's something like that. I'm not too keen on that just being, I kind of like it the whole way across. And I'm still not 100% sure about my tag here. What I might do is clip this on there. That way if I desired to change the tag out, I can. But I do think I will want this topper because I really like that. I think it's quite striking. So I'll grab a clip. I'll use one of my big ones. Oh. I think I might take it like the whole way across. So it's sort of flush over the edge there. I think we'll need to chop just a tad off the corner here. And so that our pages close all right without too much bulk, we'll make it just a little shorter. So it'll be like that. Still adds that bit of bulk there. Should be right. We can always take a bit more off if we have to. Let it relax a bit because I must have stretched it. I think I definitely need to trim this off just a tad more. And let that dry. Okay, so I've put my signatures aside for now because I just really feel like doing something different. And I decided why not do a bit of collaging / masterboard type thing that I can make a few bits and pieces for my journal with. So what I've got here is some pianola paper. As you know, I've done a pianola envelope to put into the journal, and I thought it'd be good to use up some of the pianola paper. So I've got some of my scraps here, but I've cut another piece if I don't have enough there. I also have some of your Germanic. I say Germanic because some people say German, but someone mentioned to me that it was Icelandic. I assumed that Germanic covers both. So that's what I say from now on, because I don't like to say the wrong thing and upset anyone. So I've got some of the beautiful old style writing there, which is gorgeous, and I want to use some of that in this journal as well. Of course, the old music paper. And then I did print out a few sheets of Tracie's lovely kit onto some thinner photo paper. I'm not sure how this rips because I haven't used this photo paper for collaging yet. I should probably start using this for my pages because it looks thick enough and it comes out really nice. So yes, I thought I might rip them up, and then this is the base that I'll end up using. It's one of my coffee/acrylic paint dyed pages. I don't necessarily like this one because it's got all these sort of scratchy marks across it, so I might collage onto that side, and then we've got this side as a background. It does have a slight rip in it but on the edges here, but that's not going to matter because structurally the collaging should toughen it up enough. So let's get to it. I've probably got so much stuff here that I could do about 10 of these, but the first thing to do is probably rip up some pieces. So what I'll probably do is just fast forward through all of this so that you don't have to watch me ink and rip and everything in real time, and I'll see you at the end of it. Okay, so I'm so annoyed with myself because I finished doing the basis of my collage, as you saw, and then I went on and I tore up. I have this. It's a dust cover of a book, and I absolutely love the colours and the picture on there, and I wanted to use it somehow, and it had the little bit that flips around that has all the writing on it, like that. And so I did rip out some bits and pieces of that I thought were interesting and stuck them on my collage. And then I grabbed my stencil and my Victorian velvet ink, and I stenciled on the pianola roll, and that came up really nice. And I did tape it. Well, I thought I taped it, but when I looked up, my video wasn't recording, so I apologise for that. So the next thing I've done is find some stamps. That took me forever. I just wanted some pretty swirls and stuff. This one looks good, so I might try this. Yeah, trying to, I know I have all these things, but trying to find them when I need them is another story. And I'm just grabbing some blank paper just to test my stamp out on, which I have learnt to do after having a lot of dud tries with stamps before. Let's move that out the way. This is just paper from when I used to study, which I have stacks of. If I had any sense, I'd go back to study, so I've still got a couple of years where I could do my masters on my honours if I want, but I don't have the energy. It killed me doing 4 years of uni as it was. So I'm going to just see what this is like with my Victorian velvet. That is nice. So I'm debating whether to use that or the darker one, but I think that'll do. It doesn't matter if the print doesn't come out all solid either, really. Let's just add a little bit of extra something here and there. So, nice. Maybe some down here. Okay, could do just a tad more stamping. Maybe I will even use the darker ink. And they look a bit like snowflakes, some of them, and I don't want snowflakes. Maybe I'll use this one. Again, I'll just do a quick trial run. So it was fun doing that collage. That's something I haven't done much of lately, and I really enjoy ripping paper. Now maybe I should do the secondary stamp for this. Not that it really matters. Oh, that's nice. That's not even on the mat, but that's all right. Maybe one more somewhere. One in the middle. No, not in the middle, Nat. Felt like it needed something there. And we've got a bit of ink left on there, so we'll just put one up there. All right, that'll do. Okay, so we've got our masterboard, which is looking really cool. Then here is our journal now. It's starting to fill up its cover nicely, and I've got two floppy tabs hanging out, so we're getting there. So So I'll try and find the pages that we did. We did this one today. I do like that tag, so I probably will end up finishing that one off to leave there. But as I said, I've got a few tags I want to make, so I'll just see if I prefer any of them or not. But we put the lace on and everything, which is nice. That's a different page I haven't shown you yet. Now, what else did we do? Was it in this one? We've done those ones before together. No, it was this one, that's right. And we did this page with our wallpaper, and I ended up slipping my little piece of paper in with the lace tab on it. Just sits in there. Takes a bit of wiggling, so I might cut it down a bit more. But it does sit in there, I promise. There we go. There, pretty well got it there. So that looks beautiful. Don't you just love that? Yeah, I'll be hoarding the rest of that one. All right, so yeah, we've done those 2 pages and got our board done. I think that's going to make some really neat tags and journaling cards. Probably more journaling cards than anything, because we've got heaps of tags in the kit that we can use. So hopefully next time I'll be able to show you what I do with those. All right, take care of yourselves, be good, and I'll see you soon. Bye.